My name is Taro and I'm an opera director, and today I'd like to share one certain scene from Le Nozze di Figaro, which I directed in Croatia 2 years ago, and I want to reveal how and why I chose to direct that scene in a not so conventional way. Now you might be wondering what I mean by not so conventional. So for example, when you see Act 2 of Parsifal taking place in Kundry's vagina, complete with an inch of blood on the floor that the singers have to wade through, that, ladies and gentlemen, is unconventional opera directing. Don't worry, I'm not a famous director who is allowed to do these kind of profound philosophical art like that. So my directing is going to be more or less an entry level of unconventional directing. Anyways, I hope that with this video you might find out something new about directing or opera in general. Maybe get a new understanding for what happens visually on the stage, and maybe get an idea of what is conventional and unconventional directing. So if you like music, art and some behind the scenes stuff, sit back and enjoy the video. So, Le Nozze di Figaro is a bit of a complicated story, and I will only try to explain what is relevant for you to understand the scene I'm going to show you in this video. So we have Count Almaviva, and he is married to the Countess. But he is bored with her and starts desiring her mate, which is Susanna. But she's going to marry Figaro, who is his servant. So the Count decides to get rid of Figaro by forcing him into marrying an old woman, Marcellina, to whom he has debts. Susanna is well aware of the Count's desire and has a plan to deceive him, but the Count notices her plan and goes completely wild then and starts to sing his aria, which we are going to look at now. This is the text. Do you see that? Yeah. This is the text that the Count is singing in his aria. So this is everything that he's singing. And this is the same text but with all the repetitions. So there are a lot of repetitions. For example, in the end he's singing E jubilar mi fa, e jubilar mi fa, e jubilar, e jubilar. So it's just repeating the same words over and over again. And, you know, this is the text, and this is the music we need to fill. Music elongates the time of the words. On one hand, we can just have the singer stand in the middle and just sing and nothing happens visually, which was, I think, the usual way people directed hundreds of years ago. But now we can't do that anymore. So people want to see something more interesting, and I think especially when you direct for a young, new audience, you want something to happen there. The second possibility is to have everything in slow motion, which is also boring and repetitive if you do it in every scene. Or the third possibility is to have a modern approach, which means we show a story within the story, within the aria. So we invent something. So I thought, how about we do something like a family constellation, where the Count sees in his mind all of the characters and he pushes them around how he wants them to be. And we can then see his true desires, his real motivation. So I thought this could show a very interesting perspective from the view of the Count, and maybe help the audience to understand his true desires even better.
Possedere figlio cento, il resto un affetto che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò, vedrò, vedrò. A non lasciarti in pace, non può questo contento. Non nascesti audace, tu non nascesti audace, per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere di mia felicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie, quest'anima consola, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa. Ah, che lasciarti in pace, non ho questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace, per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere di mia felicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie, quest'anima consola, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar.
So what do you think? One of the first things that I learned from my directing teacher is that we as directors at one point get blind and we don't see the scenes in a way that the audience is going to see it anymore. Most of the other scenes, or basically every other scene that I directed in this production, was more or less in a very naturalistic and realistic way, so there were no freezes, no manipulation, no vaginas that popped up and then disappeared. And I thought that this family constellation type of directing suits the situation very well to really get a feeling for what the Count is thinking. So yes, please tell me in the comments what you think. A big shout out to Carles, who kindly agreed that I could use this recording for this video. And if you have any chance to listen to him live, make sure you go and buy a ticket, because he's an amazing singer. And he's currently singing at the State Opera of Berlin, I think, and he's doing his career. This production was part of the Croatian Opera Academy, which is a program dedicated for young singers who want to try out new roles in a very safe environment. And this summer we will do the opera La Clemenza di Tito by Mozart. And I think I'm going to make a preparation video as well. So there are a lot of things that I don't really understand about the opera, and maybe you can help me how to direct it in a good way. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this was interesting and you could find out something new about opera, and see you next time.